Hi guys, welcome back to We Play Too Much Minecraft Craft. And
That works.
today, yeah, I know, right? It's great. And today we're going to be showing you around the world before we start up a series on it, which will either go somewhere or will crash out and burn. So, yeah, let's do this.
So we're starting here. This is
Lay Mob Farm.
yeah, this is an mob farm. This is basically in the spawn chunks, I'm pretty sure.
No,
And
it's quite far away from the spawn chunks.
oh, I can't remember where they were, but
I'll show you where they are.
the whole idea of this mob farm is we needed oh crap,
Oh.
we needed gunpowder and stuff, so we built a mob farm, and now it's just accessible to everyone on the server.
Yeah, and
You can just come in here and take some items from the chest. Now,
yeah, so anyone in the server just comes down here, takes everything, can take anything that they want. There's no gunpowder in it at the moment, so I stole it all. So it's just a bunch of random stuff.
yeah,
We'll show you around the next closest thing of the server, which is your first base.
yeah. This is my first base on the server.
Yeah.
Stanley's is over there, but we'll get to that, I suppose. These are some coordinates that I was going to use for where I was going to build my base and my industrial
Did you end up
area.
using them?
I think I used the one for the industrial area for my base.
Yeah.
This used to be a sugarcane farm, which is no longer because
Shame.
it doesn't need
It's a shame that you took it down.
Yeah, but I needed the pistons and observers. It wasn't very efficient, but yeah, it worked.
It functioned.
This is a melon and pumpkin farm, which is quite efficient to be fair.
Well, for the size, I mean, but then again, how long's this been running for?
Yeah, this has been running since maybe the 5th day on the server.
5th day of Minecraft day of the server.
Yeah, Minecraft day.
And yeah, my melon
this-
pumpkin farm produced that in about half an hour.
This is a AFK fish farm. I think this one's designed by DocM77.
No, I'm
Stanley
pretty sure this is the one by
Convention.
Assume Avoid.
I can't remember. It was ages ago. But the whole purpose of this is you hold down right click and you hit a note block,
Yeah, I mean,
and then
awesome.
eventually you catch a fish
I mean-
or an enchantment book.
We just mainly use it for mending books at the moment.
Yeah, and you get tons of like sharpness free anything. All books I'm pretty sure you can get.
Yeah, you can get every single possible book combination in the game, other than 5. You can't get sharpness 5 or protection. Well, there is no protection 5. Anyway.
This is my first like proper
Wasn't
farm.
this one cows and this one was sheep?
Yeah, because there's grass. There used to be a butt ton on mobs in here, but now there's none because I've slaughtered them all. This is where I get, well, I used to get carrots for my villager breeder, which we'll show you later.
Now we have a micro farm over in my base, which we use. Oh no, that's my rockets I just threw at you. Oh no.
How many did you have?
I had a stack. I had 63. No, 60.
There you go.
Right, anyway.
And yeah, there's not much explaining, it's just a farm. I can replant those later. This is a mine shaft. I used this like 2 or 3 times maybe, it's quite pointless.
How many? There's not many strips down there. Yep, you go down to there.
This was my prized...
Nathan.
this
Leggings
was my...
and boots.
Oh yeah, it's actually quite useful for my situation right now. I've been working on an iron farm and they killed me.
Yeah,
So.
he's been killed a couple hundred times by an iron farm.
But this is a quite funny thing. I built like a precious room down here, and it was like a secret entrance. But for some stupid reason, I built a nether portal here.
Another portal accessible by everyone on the server.
Yeah, so it was completely pointless.
I didn't
to
really
have-
listen. The hole on the wall over there was done by me like every single time when I need to use this enchantment table.
Yeah, and these mob heads are just an add-on we got on the server.
Which we still need to update.
Yeah,
because it's broken. Well, it's
I
not
think
broken.
spider heads still drop because I got one of those.
Yeah, just not all still drop because we need to update to
Probably
13.2.
Over here is Stanley's huge mountain. I'll let him explain this.
So this was the house over here. Is my starter base, which is Nathan's on top right now, and it's where I started. It's where I've lived. If we go inside, there's the map of, well, my base. The mountain outside is all covered in white stained glass. Now, to clarify, everything but one thing on this world is done in survival. The one thing is two people who just come on this world for fun, so we don't mind them going on creative as long as they don't interrupt any of our stuff. Then we don't mind. But the glass is about 5 double chests of glass surrounding this mountain. Spent about a week of solid playing doing that. My first farm, my mine's over there. Now the entrance isn't actually functional. Like, the entrance doesn't work at the moment. Actually, I'll show you. If we just go over to it, it's pretty.
It's kind of blocked off.
Yeah, look.
It's more like a fake mine.
Yeah.
And with a real mine hidden under it.
Yeah. The reason it used to go all the way down, but not anymore. I need to remove all the rails from it. Okay. Right. Actually, go on to the main base part. This is all just decoration. These were my old chests, which I used to store things. Now they're just used for mob heads and other random precious items, such as a beacon which I have lying around. Upstairs is just. Upstairs I just keep a nut. Oh, did you go down there?
Yeah, I accidentally activated my leech.
Yeah, right. So up here, this is where I sleep. Most of the stuff I haven't touched, which is why there's loads of empty chests. This was old storage, but now it's just used for a few things which aren't actually being used anymore. Anyway, this is my first ever furnace system. It's not anything fancy. Okay, if we come down here. Okay, so this here is my storage system. This is the first decently sized storage system I've ever built on a survival world, or any world in fact. Because our old world I had quite a small one, probably about half the size of this, if that. So yeah, all sorted stuff. It's very nice. I spent about 2 days making this. Back here,
Fun.
yeah, I know, it was actually quite enjoyed doing that. Back here we have just bulk storage with random items. Why is it? Oh, I know where it's killed in there. Anyway, yeah, random items and dirt, stone, blah blah blah, cobblestone. Anyway, come down here. Shulker box storage here in that chest, and over here we just have a small. This will be a utility room in the future. It's just it's a bit empty. Just some basic stuff there. Dye storage, which is temporary, and in here my super smelter. There will end up being a second one built behind this, and they'll be linked together. And there'll be plenty of other super smelters throughout my base. It's just that these are very expensive to make at the moment with the amount of iron that we have.
Yeah.
These are simple to understand but complex to make. So all it is just input, fuel input, and output.
If you watch a tutorial, it's easy enough.
Oh yeah. To design one of these is quite a lot of effort, but understand how to design one is a bit different. Anyway, right, next floor, because that's it with this floor. Ow. Down here, this is I'll wait for you to get down there. This is the farm floor, and there'll be 2 of these, one here and one below. Here we have a sugarcane farm with 130 over 100 modules. It produces quite a bit. There'd be more sugarcane here, but I used a bunch of it for trading with villagers. It's quite nice. It works well. It needs to. I wish it was bigger, but I didn't have resources for that. This is a melon farm, and here's the storage for the melon farm. And there's some melon blocks, so I felt like crafting some. Here's a pumpkin farm.
It's kind of a waste of hoppers.
Yeah, well, it's Jesus. It's a timer that works quite well. That's all I have to say about it. Could have designed it in some other way, but that works. And back here we have the farm which I'm working on at the moment, which is the kelp farm. pretty good system. I mean, so far I've done 3 out of the 4 segments, and it's produced quite a bit of kelp already. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire base. Oh, actually,
Sweet.
this down here is the mine. Yeah, forgot about that. It's nice saying, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Anyway, right, okay.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose.
Alright, next location. Also, sorry about that, but we missed one of my farms. It's my micro farm, which I said about earlier. Quite simple. Oh, Nathan, how much have you used this thing?
A bit.
Yeah, there's like no bone meal left. Anyway, alright, that's it. Next place.
This is a little hole in the ground, basically, that I made on the first couple of maybe 15 minutes on the server.
Of course, it didn't look like this when it was first made. There's some modifications, such as the slabs and the farm, but you know.
This is actually a lot how it looked like when I built it, but basically this has become infamous for being the server starter base, a little place that people can live in while they don't have a
before
base.
they move out and start their own big base.
Yeah.
So Nathan lived here, and then I lived here, and a few other people on the server lived here. So what we're flying into now is a bit of frame drop when I look back there. Is Christopher's first ever base, which he doesn't use it anymore.
What is this?
What?
Waste of gold.
Yeah, I know. Tell down my chunks a little. He has some sticky piston, thank you. Observer, thank you. Hoppers, thank you. He doesn't use any of this stuff here anymore, so it's just...
Yeah, I don't think it's been on.
He hasn't been on the server for a long time, so I just borrow some of this cauldron.
Borrow.
Borrow and never give back.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is house. It's simple.
It's quite barren.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the point in this. It's just kind of a cactus in the floor. I mean, Nathan, can you come over here? Just explain this for me.
It's probably a bin.
Oh, right. Didn't think of that.
Yeah, and to the left of this place is Reese and Chris's new base, and as you'll see, first thing,
this is the part in creative that we're talking about. That's the only part that
basically we have some friends that also come on this server from time to time, and they don't really play Minecraft much, so we just say
stay go in creative, but stay in an area which will not be near where we are, and we'll be fine.
And if you press this little button, then a secret base emerges.
Hang on. Issues over here.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, it's just quite a simple little base. I mean, the only real thing that's cheated in the base is these turtle helmets over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, this base is completely legit.
It's just a random chicken, that's cool.
Yeah, well, chicken. This is Chris's room.
Even though he hasn't been on the server in a million years.
Yeah, and that's Reese's. Anyway, right. Yeah.
Oh, there's your shulker box full of dirt.
Oh no, he accidentally duplicated that in creative, and I said don't worry about it.
Alright.
Anyway, right. Next place. Okay, so we know we said that we were gonna show you the Nether as the last thing, but we're just gonna show you as we go through there to the next location, as this is our main transportation around the server. All right.
This portal actually is the only portal that links us to the spawn stuff, so we're probably gonna have to work on that at some point.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Well, we probably won't get a proper thing until Iron Farm's built. Anyway, so this is just a bunch of links. That Nether portal down there is George's base. This one here, of course, is my base.
And if you spam spacebar, you can go.
It's loud. There's only a sign here saying my base, but need to add George's. Down here, Skeleton Farm, which is not used anymore. We'll show you why later. Keep going down. This is Nathan's industrial district.
Proudly presented by a zombie pigman.
Yeah, this is his base down here.
Yeah.
And keep going along. And this is the end portal down there. See, the thing is, I was left to do the work on the
Yeah. I kind of called Stanley a highway maintenance.
highway maintenance for the nether tunnels. So I am highway maintenance for the nether tunnels.
Okay. This is my base. This is a little entrance. Down here is a creeper farm, which is not operational yet because I need to make the storage system and stuff.
That's been a bit of a long-going project.
Yeah.
Not quite as long as the iron farm storage system, anyway.
For Christmas, I had snow golems upside down on here and little icebergs. I'll probably put a screenshot of that like now or something.
Screenshot entry.
Yes.
Anyway, carry on.
And then this is like the main hub thing.
You still haven't done the walls?
No. This is an elevator that goes to the surface. And these levers here currently do nothing.
Yeah.
But they will control.
I like fidget cubes.
So, yeah, I suppose. But it will control the creeper farm. Like it will maybe turn it off.
Most farms in this vicinity.
And it can like flush out all of the mobs. I don't know, something like that. But
yeah, still thinking about that one.
If you go up this elevator, this is my storage system. I think this is the first automated storage system on the server.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just have lots of different stuff here, and these are bulk storage places. So this is for stone because I get tons. Got about 9 double chests worth of storage to fill. I'll quickly sleep here.
Where are your diamonds, bro?
In my inner chest.
Oh, I see.
It's not completely finished.
You have a lack of resources.
Yeah, I've been working on those stuff.
Yeah, a stack and 2 redstone. Damn. Anyway.
But this is the redstone behind it. This is also the same.
Yeah, it's the exact same as mine. Probably why I didn't show you mine. You probably would have saw it anyway.
I may as well explain how this works because it probably just looks like a bunch of nothing if you don't know what it is. It takes a output from this hopper, pretty simple because it's a comparator, and then if there is enough items, so if there's 42 magma blocks in here, then the signal strength goes up to here, and then it powers this repeater, which powers the torch, which is currently locking all of the hoppers so that it doesn't go through the system and can't go down. But when the redstone torch is unlocked and the hoppers are unlocked, then they go down and into the chest.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Quite simple.
And also, actually, you forgot one thing. In the hoppers, there has to be 4 non-stackable items, which are called something which you should definitely do.
Yes, 100% do this.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my base. Okay, so this is my industrial area. This is a little watchtower and control tower. This, again, will have levers that control farms and stuff. Then you just head down here.
Yep, just down this ladder.
And this is a pumpkin farm.
Yeah, go down here.
It's the same as Stanley's, just not split into 2.
Yeah, and it's 4 block center instead of 1.
It's quite efficient, I'd say.
Not quite as efficient having a dedicated one for each different resource, but it's enough for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna make another 2 because I need more.
Okay. The
Are you AFK?
I think I'll do. Yeah. This is the sugarcane farm.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's just the same thing I had in my old base, just much more.
Just times 1, 2, 3, 4. Just times 6. Oh, sorry. Just times 6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Again.
And there's Jeffrey, the zombie.
Jeffrey the zombie.
Who's been in
Been
there
just
for
chilling out
a
there.
while now. He's never going to disappear because he's holding sugarcane.
Again, not the most efficient thing in the world.
But
nothing.
it works for you.
Yeah. And I'm gonna quickly just look at the ground.
Yeah, I don't
so
mind
don't
including
spoil
that.
it. This is the villager breeder. We built this quite
Oh, we've
recently.
got a new librarian. And
Oh, sweet.
oh, he has Frostwalker too. Huh.
Awesome.
Which means he might have better trades. Anyway.
This is a villager breeder, and I may as well explain how this works as well.
It was just turned on, by the way.
Oh, yeah. These two villagers are the breeding pair.
They get up some sexy time in there.
Yeah, okay. Up those doors on those blocks are a fake village, and the point of this villager is just to
Activate the fake village.
so when they're too far away or just under the village, the village isn't activated because technically there's no villagers in there at the moment. So when you flick this lever, it turns it on because it activates the village, and it turns it into a fake village. And because there's only 3 here, these 2 villagers constantly think that they need more villagers. So if you give them enough carrots and food, they will start
I'll go get some.
throwing it at each other.
We don't have any.
and then they'll start breeding.
Start making
And then
lots of babies.
And then this little minecart thing, they drop the babies down in here, and then this minecart picks it up.
Do you want me to give you an example?
Sure.
Alright, so imagine I am lay baby villager.
And then that
what?
goes through there,
What's
and then it lands in here. Another one gets dispensed from a detector rail, and then it goes into this water stream, and then eventually, let's just speed up this process. Once the minecart finds an open fence gate, it will fall through. Okay.
What?
That one was open for no reason.
Okay.
It should have fell through here and then landed.
Yeah.
Just like this minecart. But obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah. The ones which are empty is where villagers have randomly disappeared from what we're about to show you.
Yeah. We used to have tons, but I made this big Dr. Trayaurus statue.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Just look at that shiny forehead.
Very shiny.
I wanted to make a villager, but my friend Sydney told me to build Dr. Trayaurus, so that's what I did.
Yeah, I think it was a better idea.
And this stuff on the side is 2 iron farms, and then the iron golems come down from here, go along this little tube, which I'm going to turn into glass, into the villager's head, and then they die in lava.
Yeah. Wow, what a great death. Dying inside Dr. Trayaurus, what an honour.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Go over to the iron farms.
This is just a little train track to the...
We'll start at the bottom one and just
To
do
the
a flyby of the top one.
So this is where all the iron is collected. I actually AFK'd overnight here last night, and I got 9 stacks of iron, which is pretty good.
Which, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, thank you.
Oh my
I need that for the kelp farm, don't worry, I'll return what's left.
And yet you can waste hoppers. Anyway,
Shut up.
that's pretty good drop rate considering it's only half built.
Yeah, there's going to be another two on the other side because it's a bit lopsided at the moment.
And then hopefully that gets a nice amount of iron. And I think that is my whole area done.
Yep. Okay, so after going through the nether portal in the nether tunnels to the end, or nether highway, there's this little interesting structure here leading down to the end portal. Oh, whoops, I accidentally... Oh no. Right, so this is the end, and nothing really to it other than what's down there.
As you can see, we beat the Ender Dragon, obviously. We wouldn't be able to do all this without beating the Ender Dragon.
Yep, so just come down to the farm into the end.
This only took me about maybe an hour or two to make.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
It's an Enderman. Well, an Ender. Oh, I need to turn down my sound. It's very loud. Yeah, this is an Ender, and we use it as an XP
I wouldn't
farm.
consider it an Ender. Enders are the huge tower ones.
Oh crap, I'm getting attacked by... Oops. Wow, my pickaxe. If I haven't lost everything already, I have now.
5,000 times. Okay, right, so after that minor mishap, the Enderman Farm, right, where were we? So this is it, and it's our main XP grinder, hence why we no longer use the skeleton farm. It's quite simple. Just swing your sword and kill the Enderman, and yeah, it repairs your stuff. That's basically it.
Not much to it. There's a tiny little spawning platform for the end.
Yeah, the tiny little spawning platform allows them to spawn so many in such a short amount of time and high concentration.
It spawns tons because it's on the lowest sub-chunk, which means the Enderman spawn as fast as possible, because what happens with sub-chunks is that the game goes from spawn mobs in this sub-chunk to this sub-chunk to this sub-chunk. But when you just have one platform
Nathan,
on the lowest sub-chunk,
it's down here.
it only has to load this one, so it can just go whoop 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 instead of whoop 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 whoop.
I like that. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I don't really have
Very
another
descriptive.
sound, but yeah, that's basically how it works.
Quite simple. Okay, thanks for watching. That was this video. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and maybe even hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the first episode of We Two Play Much Minecraft Craft. See ya.
See ya.